All About Fishing with Big Kev. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm doing video 3. Tackle needed to bare minimum to get you on the water catching fish. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome back. Please like and subscribe right away. We need you. We'd love to have you on the channel. Love sharing information with you. Hey, real quick, we're doing video 3 of 4. So we did rod and reel combos. We talked about monofilament line and knot tying. Today we're going to talk about bare minimum tackle needed to get you on the water. Okay? When you guys walk into these big box stores, these big pro shops, these big sporting goods stores, your local box store, you get on the fishing aisles, and aisles is plural, there's everything under the sun that you can get. I mean, here, I'll show you just a little bit real quick. And that's just in my little room. I mean, what do you use and what do you fish with? So I want to explain the bare necessities needed for fishing. If you're trying to learn how to fish right off the bat, don't go in and buy all these fancy things. These lures can get in the neighborhood of $12, $15, $20. I've seen them $65 a piece. Not needed to go fishing. Okay? One thing you're going to learn about fishing, everybody has a gimmick. Everybody has a lure. Everybody has their name brand stuff. Everybody has their favorite. And that's just companies. And then you start talking to people. I only catch them on this. I only catch them on this. I only catch them on this. You know, in my boat, I carry probably 12 to 15 of these tackle trays. When I first got my boat, I put like 20, 25 tackle trays in my storage compartments. And then I started realizing I'm not using it. I'm using the same 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 items all the time. So, yeah, you get into a habit of getting all this crazy stuff because there's something new on the market, this, that, and the other. But let's talk about the basics to get you on the water. So first of all, you've bought your spin cast combo. It has a line on it. Excuse me. You've got it ready. You know how to tie your knots now. So how are we going to do, or what are we going to put on there? So you're going to fish 2 ways. You're either going to use live bait or you're going to use a lure. Okay? So if you're fishing live bait, you're going to need a hook, a weight, and then you can either use a bobber or not use a bobber. So I want to show you kind of what you're getting into first. Because when you go to shop for hooks, Lord knows there's 500,000 of them on the market. So let me show you a little bit about hooks. Hooks come in sizes. The smaller the number, the smaller the hook, so to speak. So this is a number 8. Oh, I'm sorry. The smaller the number, the bigger the hook gets. This is a number 8. See how tiny them hooks are? So here's a size 4 in a treble hook. Treble hook meaning there's 3 hooks. When you tie it on, there's 3 actual hooks on that. Then here's the size 2. It's getting a little bigger. Then you go the other direction. This is a 3/0. Here's a 5/0. So hooks come in all different kind of sizes and stuff, but for basic fishing, the number 2 hook Number 2 single hook is the way to go. Okay? So a number 2 hook is going to catch you just about every species of fish. Now, when you buy a hook, this is a single hook, it's not a treble hook. You've got the shank, the eye where you tie the string on, and the barb. I don't know if you see that little piece sticking out there, that barb. That's designed to, when that hook goes in the fish's mouth, the barb there keeps that hook from coming out. Now, if you're fishing with little kids, if they get that in their finger up past that barb, what's that tell you? It ain't coming out real easy, right? So here's one thing you can do if you choose to do. You can take some needle nose pliers and you can grab that barb and pinch it down. See how I pinched that barb down? It's not there anymore. It's smooth right here. Now, if that goes into a kid's finger or your finger, that barb isn't there to catch it, to pull it out. It'll come out real easy. The bad part about that is it'll come out of a fish's mouth real easy too. So that is an option. I wanted to show it to you. But that barb is there to keep the fish on the hook. But if you stick it in your finger, it's designed to keep that finger, or that hook in your finger too. So if you want to smash that barb down, like I did there, that'll make it easier to pull out. But remember, your fish will fall off the hook a lot easier. Treble hooks are a live bait hook, basically, and then they come on lures. There's some lures that have treble hooks on them. That's got 2 treble hooks on it. These have a spring on them, so if you use the stink ball dough bait hooks, that spring is designed to hold that dough ball on while you are fishing. Next thing you're going to need beside a hook is a split shot. And you can buy these in little bags. And they look like this when they're opened up. And they basically open up and then you pinch them on the line and they stay on. So again, you'll need your needle nose pliers and you will take it and just pinch it shut like so. And then to open it, you can take your pliers and open it back up like so and remove it off the line. So get you some split shot weight. Now, depending on if you're fishing on the bottom or you're using a bobber, you don't want to get a real heavy weight if you're using a little bobber because the weight will pull the actual bobber underwater. So buy, I don't know, an 1/8 ounce or a little heavier weight. Don't use very much. These are a size 7. So these would work on about any bobber you use, relatively, you know, like these size bobbers here. So you'll need a split shot weights. So what I've shown you is a hook, a number 2 hook. You can get a package of those for less than $5. You can get a package of split shot for less than probably $4, $5. So now you're $10. Bobbers are styrofoam. They're all different shapes and sizes, or you can buy plastic. The bobber hooks onto the line above the weight, and the hook's below the weight. And you control the depth of your hook by where you set that bobber. So a bobber also is a good indication of when you got a fish, it'll disappear underwater or start popping up and down. So, you know, depending on if you want to use a bobber as a lot of people think a bobber is strictly just to tell them that there's a fish on the hook, and it does, but it really is designed to control the depth of your bait. Okay, so bobbers come in all different shapes and sizes and colors. So decide there on a bobber. Packages of bobbers, I don't know, you can get 3 bobbers, you can buy them individually for like $1 a piece. So right now you're, you know, $10, $11 plus your combo, you're out fishing. You can use hot dogs for bait, crickets, grasshoppers. You can buy worms, live worms, shad. There's all kinds of things you can use for bait. A lot of them don't cost you any money. You know, kids are always catching crickets or grasshoppers or whatever. Put it on the hook, throw it out there. Fish eat it. That's what they eat. So that's if you're fishing live bait. Now, if you're fishing lures, I would suggest to start off, just get you some marabou jigs like these. They come in different colors, and you can buy them each for like $1.50, $2 a piece. You can get you a white one. You can get you a yellow, black and yellow, chartreuse, whatever color. Tie these on. Now these, you will not use a weight and you will not use a hook. You'll tie these on because they already have a hook on them. I don't know if you can see the hook there. Probably not. But these have a hook on them already. There's the hook. Okay, and then you tie your line on right here. Now you can use a bobber with these to control the depth of where they sit, like if you're crappie fishing or pan fishing or bass fishing. So marabou jigs are a great starter lure for kids or those of you, we use them all the time crappie fishing. So that's a marabou jig, inexpensive lure to get started fishing. Another big favorite catch-all, do-all lure is a beetle spin type lure. Again, your line ties on this eye right here. You have your own hook on there, but this has a little spinner that flashes in light, attracts the fish. And these are a couple bucks a piece. Very good all over the book lure. You can catch everything with these beetle spins. And we give these away to kids at our classes because I guarantee you're going to catch fish. These are good little lures. And, you know, I'm not saying that Johnson beetle spin is the way to go. I'm just saying a beetle spin in general is a good lure. Okay? So hopefully that gives you an idea on what to use as far as hooks, bobbers, weights, a couple, you know, lures. You don't want to go out and buy a bunch of these when you're just starting out. These are going to run you probably 10 or 12 bucks a piece. And they're more sophisticated to use. And if you hook a fish, then you've got 2 treble hooks to deal with versus a single hook. So don't invest in these right away. As far as tackle storage goes, you can get big boxes, small boxes, but really, you just need one tackle sleeve. Go to Hobby Lobby. You can buy these for beads for, I don't know, $3 or $4, $5. Harbor Freight has little nut and bolt holders like this for probably about that kind of money. You know, these are probably anywhere from $7 to $10. The actual fishing ones that come with dividers to set them in certain ways. But this will hold all the hooks you got, all the beetle spins you got, all the marabou jigs you got. It's going to hold your weights. And you got one little nice little inexpensive box with in a sleeve like this. Unless you just absolutely want to spend the money on these bigger boxes. You can get these for probably, I don't know, $9 to $15. And then these will get up into the $30, $40, $50 range. Because they got fold out trays and all that. So depending on your tackle, how you want to do it, but if you want to get off inexpensively, this is one way to do it. So hopefully that kind of helps you out on tackle and tackle storage. So stay tuned for video 4. We're going to get everything put together here. We're going to show you how to rig up a pole, and that way you know exactly what it should look like and how it's done, and you're set to go fishing. Hey, like and subscribe. Stay tuned for video 4. Until then, folks, tight lines.